this calls for fresh corn, which you can cook fresh corn if you want. Once again, I take a slight shortcut. I just go ahead and get a can of corn because you won't be able to tell the difference, and it saves you some time and also a lot of hassle in doing it this way. Okay, but you are going to need a large bowl. And if you're using the canned corn, go ahead and drain it real good. Because you don't want the salsa to be watered down. And as I said earlier, this is a mild salsa, so this isn't like a hot Mexican style salsa. Okay, so we need 2 avocados, which, kind of feel them, see how soft they are, because you want these, pretty ripe when you get them. And just cut it around in a circle, like so. And they'll twist right off. Take the knife, and that'll come right out. And take you a large spoon, just scoop it right in there. And that empties the shell out. Okay, let's go ahead and finish up the rest of these. Okay. Now, when we cut these, we're going to dice these up slightly larger. You're looking at about a 1/2 inch cube for these. Okay. And these are good fresh avocados too, so this will work really well with this. Okay. So you cut those. There we go. So what you're looking for is something approximately about that size when you cut it. Just throw it in the bowl there. You don't have to worry about mixing it right now. Okay. All right. Wipe that down there for a second. Now we're going to need a red bell pepper. So we're going to decap these. Now these you want to cut a little bit smaller. Go ahead and get the rind out of there. So cut them as you're doing for julienne style, approximately 1/4 inch in width there. Just take them, cut them nice little 1/4 inch cubes there. And this is another recipe. It's really quick, really easy. The one thing you do want to do with this is let it sit in the refrigerator at least 30 to 40 minutes. Let it kind of cool down. That really adds to the flavor of it. Okay, so we're going to need some minced garlic, which just use the pre-bottle. If you have fresh garlic you want to go ahead and mince up yourself, feel free to. This is just another time saver. Throw that in there. Now the red pepper flakes, You don't have to add these, but like I said, it's not a real hot salsa. This is just enough to give it a light tang to it. And the same thing with the cumin. You can actually cut this in half, or you can even double it, depending if you're going for a spicy salsa. Okay. So now I've got some liquid ingredients. We're going to take some red wine vinegar. We've got our lime juice. And a little bit of olive oil. Okay. Let's go ahead and just stir that all up. We'll need to cut up a red onion here right quick. And you want to cut this approximately the same size as you did with the red bell pepper, because you don't want to get a very overwhelming onion flavor to this. So this is one you can actually cut back a little bit on onions if you want to. Okay, and just break that up in there. And like I said, you want to let this refrigerate at least 30 to 40 minutes. If you want to make it the night before, you can, except leave out the avocados. Because if you put in the avocados and let them sit in that long, they'll be mushy and start turning black on you. So you can leave it, go ahead and make everything the night before, and then just add the avocados the next day if you want to go ahead and preset everything. And that's all there is to that one too. Okay.